Okay, straight into it. Every single month until launch, we're going to be getting some new information regarding Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown in the form of something called the Solar Club Letter. Guys, welcome to the first developer blog. Let's get straight into this in detail. Dealerships and workshops. So Nakan and KT have decided to start something called the Social Club Letters, a monthly dev update which will cover different topics every month. And there are actually quite a few incredible looking screenshots that were showcased in this letter to us as well. Now, starting off, this is a 10-page letter, and it does say, "Dear Solar Club members, we have been quiet for a long time, but we fully understand how eager you are to learn more about this game, a project that means so much to us as it does to you. The team has been working very hard and the game is progressing well. We're now in a position to share more about TDUSC with you. We have taken our time, but as you can imagine, we didn't want to disappoint you, and we want every part of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown to meet your expectations. That's why, starting today until the game releases, we will send out a Solar Club newsletter every month. These newsletters will reveal more details about the game, its development, and how we are respecting the DNA of the Test Drive Unlimited franchise. It will also be a chance for us to keep you up to date on everything happening with TDUSC this year. Here are a few examples of what we intend to share in the coming months. So screenshots and exclusive concept art, gameplay details, live game sessions with developers, information on testing phases, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are really excited about. And then it continues on to say, we hope you like this initiative and that it promotes discussion between us, whether it's on the game's Steam page or on the various official game channels. And to make sure you don't miss any news, don't forget to join us on our social media channels, which of course you guys know, the Twitter, the YouTube, and most importantly, the Discord, guys. Highly recommend you join it. I'll leave the link in the description below if you don't follow it already. So we heard what you asked for: asphalt, nostalgia, and the ultimate driving experience. One thing's for sure, 2023 will be full of revelations, answers, and unique experiences. For the first edition of our newsletter, we decided to share some details on choosing a car, buying it, and customizing it, which are all core elements of the TDUSC gameplay and help make it a truly unique game. Let's get straight into it, guys. Now, I'm actually going to be uploading 3 videos today. The one that you're watching right now, then we're also going to go over in detail all of the screenshots, and then we're also going to go in detail everything about workshops and tuning. So really quickly, here is a screenshot of the Porsche 911R, and it does say a realistic dealership experience. Okay, so buying a car in TDU isn't a trivial matter. It rewards the efforts you've made to earn enough money, and the decision shouldn't be taken lightly. With TDUSC, you don't just buy lots of cars without a second thought. We want each car you own to be something you love, an extension of yourself and your personality. What will be your next car? It should be the car you've dreamed about for several hours playing the game, one that shows off your style, one that reflects who you are, and one that will help you win the next races. What could be more exciting than going from dealership to dealership, money burning a hole in your pocket, choosing and customizing your next car? And then there's checking out all the models, test driving them, browsing their specs, and finally making the big decision. After that, you need to give your new toy a personal touch, including the paint job, interior, rims, your dream car. And then you're finally handed the keys and you can proudly say it's yours. So far, the realistic dealership experience, guys, this is literally what we all wanted in a Test Drive Unlimited game. So they really are staying true to it, and I'm really excited, especially the part, as it does mention the personal touch, the paint job, interior, rims. Literally, guys, that is speccing your vehicle in the Test Drive Unlimited 2 dealership, and in fact even Test Drive Unlimited 1 as well. And even the previous mentioned things like test driving, browsing the specs, guys, this is literally the test drive experience. Now moving on though, we were also shown this screenshot. I'll show up really quick on the screen, and did someone say classics? Guys, I mean, I don't know why some people thought we wouldn't get classics, but we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 classic vehicles in this picture. I'll go a little bit more in detail about this. Now, obviously, at first glance, it also says Central District, so this is most likely going to be the dealership that's located downtown Hong Kong. Now, of course, the previous screenshot did showcase a Porsche 911R. However, in this one, we have the Ford Mustang GT, the first generation, the C1 Chevrolet Corvette, and in the background, of course, you also have what I think to be a 2CV, and what I also think to be a second generation for a Mustang, or the Boss version. I'm not too certain, but I'm sure I'll tell you the correct version in the in-detail screenshot video, which you should see in about 30 minutes from now. And then of course you have this beauty, the AC Cobra 427 as well. So we are getting some nice classic vehicles in this game, guys. I cannot wait, man. Cannot wait so much. Now the letter does go on to say, are you a fan of American cars, Italian, German? Do you want a daily driver or a supercar? Guys, daily drivers. Some of you guys thought this would be all supercars. I mean, supercars aren't really daily drivers, so this is really exciting to hear as well. Off-road or GT. Now GT is really interesting because obviously off-road being we're gonna have some off-roads around Hong Kong Island, and GT makes me think we're gonna be seeing some track cars in this game. Gonna be interesting, but it does go on to say you'll find 14 specialist dealerships, each offering different brands all over Hong Kong Island. Which one will have the car of your dreams? And also, 2 iconic marks from the TDU universe also have their own dealerships entirely dedicated to the brands, Lamborghini and Ferrari. Now, as you are aware, in Test Drive Unlimited 2, the Ferrari dealership was literally the Ferrari dealership only, which is pretty cool. So in and around Hong Kong Island, there are these beautiful, stunning Ferrari dealerships and Lamborghini dealerships around Hong Kong Island, and I'm sure we might see something similar in this game to their design as well. I can't wait to see what those look like when the time comes. And of course, you will find a wide selection of those Lamborghinis and Ferraris at those selected dealerships. Now on to the next part of the letter, it does show this beautiful Porsche 918 Spider, and guys, the screenshots are stunning. Again, I'm gonna go over these in more detail in a different video, but like, come on, the reflections, this KT engine is on steroids. I'm so hyped to see gameplay. It's looking really good so far, and I'm really impressed with what KT have done. And also to note, this is another picture of inside one of the other dealerships. And moving on, we also have a notes from Alain Janou, the creative director. So this quote comes directly from Alain Janou, and he does say, buying a car in TDU is always a special moment. It's a core part of the game for fans of beautiful cars. In TDSC, we have created special places that showcase our cars. You'll discover them in real locations throughout Hong Kong Island as you progress and level up in the game. So again guys, this new aspect of leveling up as you progress through the game is returning. So really excited. Progression, I think, is going to be nailed to perfection in TDSC. We've already heard tons of stuff about this, so I'm not going to bore you with all the stuff we already know. But continuing on, Alain Janou does say, before buying a new car, we make sure you can take time to make the right choice. You can move around freely within the dealership. Let's go guys, confirmed. Interact with the cars to choose the model you want, admire the exterior in detail, and get inside after opening the doors to appreciate comfort. Try out the horn, start the this is literally Test Drive Unlimited 2 but on steroids. I can't wait guys. And of course, which is not always possible in real life. I mean, that was a whole reason we loved Test Drive Unlimited, to be able to experience vehicles in a dealership, which you can't do really in real life, honestly. So really excited for that part. But Alain Janou doesn't stop there. He also says all this interaction happens with other players around in what we're calling social hubs. So just like the previous Test Drive Unlimited 2 game, you can walk around the dealership and see other people buying cars as well. Yo guys, this is gonna be so crazy, man. I cannot wait. Yes, I'm super hyped. You can see it on my face, and honestly, for a good reason. We're getting a month literally every single news until launch. I can't wait to see where this takes us. Now back to the quote, it says, like all areas where you can move your avatar around, it's a meeting place for chatting with other players and other car enthusiasts like yourself. We think it's essential that players can meet and communicate with each other. You can then decide to play together and greatly increase the fun of driving around in amazing cars and earning bonuses at the same time. I'm super interested to see what those bonuses are, and continuing on, it says before making your final choice, you can obviously test drive the car to make sure the handling and the drive meet your expectations. When you've made a decision, you can then choose the exact model you want. The game offers official options from manufacturers, paint, interior colors, rims, so you can purchase your dream car. Yo guys, let's go. And moving on, it says if you want to take the customization even further, we have created special places for that, workshops. Finally, to make the experience as authentic as possible, the transaction concludes by you receiving the keys. That's all in the spirit of Test Drive Unlimited. Bravo. Moving on, we have this, oh my god, what the screenshot is this, bro? This looks insane. Again, I'm gonna go all over these screenshots in detail because there's a lot of stuff that you want to check out in these. Now I do want to say, in the background you can see the BMW i8, and then back there I can't really tell what it is. I thought it was an Audi R8, but I don't think it is. Again, I'll tell you guys the actual car list in the screenshot video, but of course in front of us is the SLK 55 AMG. Unsure if it's the Black Series because you the door is kind of hiding the fender, but I'm pretty certain it's not the Black Series, it's just the regular SLK 55 AMG. Now moving on, let's talk about workshops. So want to give your cars a personal touch? That is what the Solar Crown workshops are for. Need to prepare for the next races? Need more power, traction, or a more playful car for pulling off the longest drifts? I think a lot of you guys will be happy about that. Stop by the workshops. Looking to flaunt your street or sharp style with a full or partial paint job, livery editor, I'm pretty sure that's what it's referring to. You'll want the workshops for that too. So this is a picture of the workshop area, as you guys can see, and there's gonna be a couple things you want to take note of. Of course, you have the Polo IE and the car to the right of it, not too sure, but again, I'll tell you guys later. And of course, the car all the way to the right is the Nissan 370Z. Now, another thing you want to check out is A1 and A2. So tuning, guys, it looks like class systems are also back in Test Drive Unlimited too. Again, I'll go in more detail about this in another video covering dealerships and workshops in depth. But moving on, it does say if you're looking for a performance boost, you have a wide range of modifications available, from suspensions to the gearbox to complete configuration of the engine. But if you're not much of a mechanic, the technical characteristics have been simplified to help you focus on what's important: power, traction, acceleration, braking. In total, there are 13 customizable performance parts across 6 categories for combustion-powered cars and 12 customizable performance parts across 6 categories for electric cars. So really interesting. And I do want to say this sounds like Test Drive Unlimited 2's tuning shop, but modernized to fit this current racing game era. And I think it sounds like they've done a really good job in doing that. And moving on, it does say customizing the look of your cars is essential for any driver aiming for victory in the Solar Crown. Winning is great, but winning in style is even better. Are you more of a purist and not really into liveries? You can choose one of the manufactured colors when you buy the car and just keep that. Or do you prefer to get creative and obsess over every detail? Express yourself in the livery editor and show off your style. Metallic, matte, pearlescent, and chrome paint jobs, and of course hundreds of stickers and decals to create unique designs. Can't wait for that. And here you have another screenshot of the Apollo IE inside one of the workshops in Hong Kong Island. And moving on to this, as you can see, there are lots of ways to customize your car. However, you can't just claim to be an artist to become one. Solar Crown organization has rules. Access to the modifications available for your car depends on your reputation level. Also, something similar to Test Drive Unlimited 2's tuning shop. As you progress through the game and unlock new areas, you actually were able to achieve higher upgrades. And I love to see that return in TDUSC. And also goes on to say your ties to the sharps and streets also unlocks unique customization options that are specific to each clan. Now I do want to mention, I do think that this means that the sharps and streets clans are not going to have any effect on the performance of your vehicle. Basically, it's just these extra, maybe stickers, livery options, maybe paint jobs, maybe interior paint jobs or custom stitching inside of your car, stuff like that. We don't know, but I can't wait to hear more about that in detail. One of the last notes from Alan Janu about workshops, he says the ability to customize your car is an essential part of an MMO like TDU. Whether it's to express your creativity, to show off your style to other players, or to tune your car to match the race conditions, or explore the off-the-beaten track. The workshops are there to give you as many options as possible. Like other social hubs, workshops are large community spaces, so you can see other people walking around, I'm sure. You can customize your cars and see what other players have done to their own vehicles. It's a chance to take a look at the most beautiful liveries and discuss the best configurations with other players. So I'm really liking the social aspect. It's definitely taking it a lot further from the past Test Drive game, and it does it in a good way. And to say, based on your level, you gain access to increasingly precise tuning options, which means you can create configurations for use in races later on. TDUSC offers a driving simulation that is accessible for those who want an experience you can just pick up and play, yet challenging for those who enjoy spending time tweaking configurations and adapting their cars to match their driving style and for the optimal performance in various race conditions. Now lastly, we were shown this screenshot, which at night, the lighting, bro, I'm telling yo, KT, bro, I'm telling you guys, this engine went on steroids since the last time we've seen it. I can't wait to see what this version of the KT engine is going to look like. And of course, this also means that the Ford Mustang GT 5.0 V8 from the year 2016, I think, is actually also confirmed in TDUSC. And lastly, it does say, we hope you have enjoyed reading all this new information. Please feel free to share your comments about the first Solar Club newsletter. As mentioned previously, a new one will be sent out every month. with new topics and more news, which again, I think a lot of you guys should be super happy about, because literally every month, this is way more than I already expected. And this is going to happen until launch. You guys wanted persistent, you guys wanted consistent. I think we've gotten it, and I can't wait, bro. Seriously, this could be one of the best games, the best overall racing games of the decade. So, and of course, it's also worth mentioning that Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown will not be at Nakon Connect this month on March 9th. However, of course, we're going to be getting news next month. We don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure we'll get another tease, and then of course another newsletter in the future. Now, if you guys want to see all 8 screenshots in depth, in detail on my channel, check out this video on the left of me, which honestly I kind of lost track where it is, but trust me, you'll want to see that. Click it right now, guys. You already know what it is. I'm Alex7, and I'll see you guys on the video. Peace.